Students and working accountants, welcome to my Smart TallyPrime YouTube channel. My name is Babra from Hyderabad. Please watch the video till the end. Don't skip in the middle. If you skip, you cannot understand the practical work done in the TallyPrime. And after viewing till the end, please, if the video is good, please like my video. And in the bottom, in the comment section, you please post your comment about the video. Now, today we will enter into our topic. So I am sharing the screen. So in this, our topic is today non-accounting vouchers. Non-accounting vouchers. So what is meant by non-accounting vouchers? And in that there are 4. We will take up the first 2 today in this video. The next 2 will take in the next video. Because if you take all in one video, it will be a very long video. So what is meant by non-accounting vouchers? You know what is meant by accounting vouchers. All the transactions which are recorded in the vouchers are called as accounting vouchers. So they will be recorded. So whenever the transaction is to be recorded, with the same date, we will record the transactions. And in some cases, that transactions which are recorded in the vouchers will not show any effect in the books of account. So they will be affected, that they will be show effect after some time whenever you want to make them show effect. So they are called as non-accounting vouchers. So that means we will prepare the voucher is accepted, it is saved, but it will not show any effect in the books of account, means ledgers as well as profit and loss account, in the balance sheet, profit and loss account, and concerned ledgers, one account debit, one account credit, like that, in other ledgers. So it will not show any effect. That's why they are called as non-accounting vouchers. In that, the first one is post-dated. Mostly it will be check only. Post-dated check or post-dated transaction. Next one is optional. The other 2 will take up later. What is meant by post-dated? So whenever, generally it will be used for checks only. So whenever you are issuing a check, you write the date and you will issue a check, or you will issue a check with the date. So with the same date. So that's called as ordinary check. That is current date check, current check. But sometimes the check date may be today's date or the previous day, that is the earlier date. There is no problem. It is as current date only. So it will be deposited by the receiver. The person will give, another person will receive, and he will deposit the amount, check in the bank. That will be collected by the bank. It's okay. But sometimes when you are giving the check, anybody is giving the check, so they will put the date, some future date, not today's date. Today is something. Suppose if the check is issued on 1st June, they will put the date on 30 June or 1st April, 1st July, like that, or June 15th, like that. After some time, they put the date after some time. So that is called as post-dated check. So if you enter that, so that will not show any effect till the date of the check. That is called as instrument date. Till the instrument date, it will not show any effect, because the receiver cannot deposit in the bank. He can deposit only on that date or later. On the date of the instrument or later only, within 3 months, he can deposit in the bank and he can collect that. And in our books also, it will show when the person, the person who is giving the check. So in his books also, that entry will show effect only on the date of the transaction. Before that, it is not valid. So on the date of the transaction, it will show effect in the books of account. That is in the ledgers and in the balance sheet and profit and loss account. They are called as post-dated checks. And the second one is optional voucher. So any voucher, when you enter the transaction or record in the voucher will be accepted. It's okay. But it will not be show any effect in the books of account till we want to show it in show the effect. That's called as, sometimes if you want to make the voucher pending, if you want to make it pending till the other one, till the some date, whenever you want to make it regular voucher. So we have to make it pending voucher, then you can make it regular voucher. So when you are making it pending voucher, then that voucher is called optional voucher. So the optional voucher will be made as regular voucher after some time whenever we want. So these are the things, how these are recorded and how they are show the effect in the books of account. That's what we are going to take up now. So now I created a company, non-accounting vouchers. So already created, or you can go to create and create company, or I already created, I'm going to alter. Company creation is the same, no difference. We already know. And then we will go to F11. If we create, you directly will go to, after creation, we will go to the gateway of Tally. We'll go to F11 features. If it is already created, old company, so F11, you see, the same settings, no problem. Accounting, 2 settings will be enabled. Inventory, 2 settings will be enabled. And GST, now I am not taking any tax in the transactions. That's why I'm not enabled. But generally, we will enable the take yes and give the number and everything details. Okay. But now I am not taking it. So I am taking it now. So like this, see all other options, whenever required in any other cases, we will add it. So this will be also the same. Already we know till now. Now we'll take up a problem and we will go to the transactions. See here, I gave post-dated. First, you will take a post-dated. I am taking 2 transactions. One is only issuing. Second one is giving the check, receiving the check also. So in the first case, see, purchased computer on 1/4. Purchase, I will take it one thing. Do 1, 25, 26, 25, 26, 27. It is better. Okay. So here, on 1st April, we purchased a computer from this person, Cloud Computer Systems. So on 1st April. So next we will take up. So go to voucher. Go to voucher. Date is 1st April. But here, when you are purchasing, generally, we will record in the purchase voucher, isn't it? But here, actually, goods or services purchased can be entered in the purchase voucher. Any other thing means asset purchased, it cannot be entered in the purchase voucher. It should not be entered actually. It should be entered in the case of credit purchase of asset, in the journal voucher. If it is cash purchase of voucher, asset, so we are making payment, so we will enter in the payment voucher. But here, that can be entered in purchase voucher also, because if there is any tax for that, if we enter in the journal, the tax calculation, everything, if asset is debited, asset or goods or anything, service, goods or asset, if it is debited, tax is also debited, because along with the goods, we'll pay tax also. That is when you are purchasing means you are paying input tax rate, you will get asset. So it is to be debited. So if the goods or service or asset is debited, goods tax is also debited. If it is sold means credited. So if the goods, services are, service means income, goods or service or income, and any asset is sold, then it will be credited. So tax also credited, but for asset, there will be no tax for sale. Okay. Like that, we have to enter the tax also. But in this case, we have to enter manually. So if you purchase, we'll get the invoice. So from the invoice, you can enter. So manually, you have to enter. It will not automatically calculate. So when you are entering manually, suppose we have to calculate also sometimes. If you calculate, we may commit mistake, as well as when you are entering, we may commit wrong amount, we may enter. That's why it is better. Purchase, voucher also, you can enter. But here, this asset purchased is not goods. That's why name of item, purchase ledger will be only for goods. Only for goods. For services, service ledger, assets ledger, we have to create that one. So here purchase ledger we will not yet, and also name of item is stock item. So it is not a stock. So in such a case, go to change mode, go to in accounting invoice. So for services, we are taking accounting invoice. Same thing you have to take. For example, on 1st April taking the number, and we purchase from Cloud Computers. So Cloud Computer System, we purchased, accept, and what you purchased? Computers purchased. So go to computers. I created already, you know how to create this. This is actually, computers is not a stock. So it is not inventory. It is created as a ledger. Okay. And then created computer, and then it is not a stock. There's no quantity, nothing rate. Here we purchase for, see, 15,000 rupees each for 3 installments we have to pay. That means 3 into 15. So rate is 45,000 rupees we purchased. So here, new reference, bill number, everything. Okay. So now we purchase like this. So if you go to reports, if you go to balance sheet, day book will show all the transaction, whatever it may be. So in the day book, so the transaction is shown as purchase. In the balance sheet also, it will be shown as, see here, you purchased fixed asset. All of these are all opening balances. Only this 45,000 is the entry made now. And before that, the balance is 2 lakhs. This is all opening balances. Created some accounts, there are some opening balances. So 45,000 rupees is affecting this. Okay, purchased. So on credit, that means you come to the liability side. In the liability side under the creditors, you will see these are opening balances. This is the now transaction. So cloud computer systems, 45,000 rupees is the creditor from which we purchased. Okay, now what we did is on 1st April we purchased and check is issued and check is issued for payment of hire purchase installments. So we purchased in installments for purchase of installments of 15,000 rupees each month each month due on 2/5. This is 1st April. So 2/5, 2/6 and 2/7. May, June, July. These 3 months, 2nd of that month, the amount is payable. That is check issued. So now we have to enter the payment. So in this case, if you go to TallyPrime, only the purchase is there. So go to vouchers now. Now we are making payment. So go to F5. F5, when you are issuing 1st April only. 1st April only we are purchasing and we are issuing. But what now we are issuing the checks. So the check is issued for today means we will enter on the same date. We will enter debit the person and State Bank of India. But here we are issuing post-dated checks. So for post-dated checks, we have to issue actually for any check the instrument date we have to enter here. Okay, so here for post-dated checks, what is the date mentioned on the check? That is to be entered here. So the first installment is 2/5. So date is 2/5. Only 2/5 we have to enter. So 2/5 we have to enter. To whom we purchased? We paid 2 computer systems. So amount is 45,000. One more thing is, so before that, you see, so before that, no vouchers found will be there. But now we entered one purchase entry. So it is showing on 1st April. So now we will go to voucher. So a date is 2nd May. That is 2nd. Date is 2nd May. And then we paid to cloud computers. So first installment, 15,000 rupees we paid. We paid against reference, against the bill, 45,000 rupees the bill. We paid this one, 15,000 rupees. And see here, State Bank of India, through State Bank of India, we are making the payment. So 15,000 rupees. But today is not 1st May. Today is 1st April. 2nd May is the date of the instrument, that is check date. That means it is a post-dated check. So we have to make it effect. We have to make this effect on that date only. Till that date, it will not show any effect in the books. So we have to make it as post-dated. So see on the right button bar, there are 2 options. That's why I'm taking this, in this case today, 2 post-dated and optional vouchers. I'm taking these 2 settings will be available in the right button bar. That's why I'm taking 2. The other 2 will be available in other vouchers. Tomorrow it will take up. So go to first post-dated. Every voucher we have to make it post-dated. So post-dated. So here post-dated and accept this. And here it will ask you the details check number. It will ask you the checks. See here. 452, 452. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 0. That is the first check. So here instrument date means the same date we entered here. It will take. And when you entered, when you issued, we issued on 1st April. So here PDC issue means post-dated check issue date 1/4. 1/4 only we issued. And here some note you can write. Here you can write it as first installment we paid. First installment. So we paid first installment. Okay, see here. And now if you go to vouchers, so it will show First April, 2nd May, for example. If you take it, all these vouchers will be shown. How can you take it? 1st April to 31st March, total period. We will take up total period. 1st April to 31st March for the total year we will take up. They say all the entries will be shown. If you take only one, it will show today's current date. This see, if you go to this, it will show only today's one. This one. Okay. Now we are taking all the entries. So here go to this one. 1st April to 31st March. If you take, the total will be there. See here, post-dated check is shown. But here, if you go to balance sheet, if you go to balance sheet, it will not have any effect, you see. So check, there is no entry bank account. It is showing, but it is showing in May. But now it is only April, na? So in the April, the balance is 45,000 as it is. So here it is showing as 45,000 rupees. So that 30,000 will be shown only in the month of May on the check date. That will take effect. Then only the 30,000 will be shown. But here it is showing the total amount. Similarly, here and also in the case of Sunday creditor, so we purchased, here also his balance is shown as 45,000 only. The amount is not reduced by the 15,000. So that will be reduced only on 2nd May. And here, so why do you can find the post-dated checks? So here there are two options. One is here all the entries will be shown in day book, but only all the entries will be shown. Expenses, incomes, everything will be shown. But these post-dated checks will be go to the banking, go to the here, utilities, go to banking, see post-dated summary only it will show. That is for every month, total amount it will show. If you enter that, details will be shown. So if you so take the bank, State Bank of India, you see. April, there is no vision. May month, 15,000 rupees, there is one check. One check, the amount is 15,000 total, check is one. That means 15,000 check. If you go to May, if we enter that, we'll see the details. See, we should to compound computer systems, cloud computer systems, check issued. This is issued and it is pending. It will be pending up to 1st May. 2nd May, it will take effect. Okay, so it is not having any effect. And here, and one more place, go to display more reports, then go to exception reports. In this case, all the options will be shown. Now we see post-dated checks. Go to post-dated checks. See, 2nd May, see here showing as post-dated 15,000 rupees. So this should be on this, but 2nd May, we have to make it again. We have to make it regular. This is post-dated. So on the date, it will be current date on that date. So if you enter this and you have to click this current on that date only on 2nd May. So here we entered, make the entries and everything, but still the date of last entity showing only 1st May. Sale of purchased goods, we entered the transaction. It is a effective transaction. It is showing only 1st. The checks issued, we have check issued for May. It is a post-dated check, so it will not show any effect. It will show effect on that only. So next one, again we will go. The same date we issued, but the second check is for 2nd June. So go to 2nd June. So 2nd June on the date of the instrument only, we have to enter 2nd June. Again, we issued to cloud systems. Again, 15,000 rupees we issued. And against reference, now it is the balance is 30. Now we are paying 15,000. And State Bank of India, again, this voucher also, we have to make, see, post-dated. Then accept this. Now, check number is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. Second check, say the same date, 2nd June. The check issued on 1st April only. And here it is 2nd installment. Okay. So this is also accepted. Now you go to day book, 1st April to 31st March. 31st March, if you take, see purchases and these two checks issued, everything will be shown. Not only this, every transaction will be shown here. And then if you go to banking and go to post-dated checks, see here, select State Bank of India. So May month, one check is shown. June month, one check is shown. If you go to the June month, it will show the details, issued, pending. And then go to this, exceptional reports also. If you go to post-dated checks, so the two checks which are post-dated, they are shown as post-dated. On 2nd June, we have to make the second one. We have to make this voucher as, again, we have to make it here. Go to the voucher, make it current again. So it will take that date. Okay. And now go to balance sheet also. Go to balance sheet. Here also, it will not have any effect. You see, here, creditors, that amount is shown as 45, is not affected. And also balance, this one, it is showing the entry, but the balance is 15, here 13, but it is showing only 45 because these two are post-dated, but at present, in the month of April, these two are not taking any effect. That is why, not taking effect, that's why the current balance is in April, the same balance is shown here. These two are not taking effect. Okay, now we'll go to the third voucher. That is third voucher is on 2/7. So 2/7, we have to put the date of the instrument, not issue date, date of the instrument. So computer system, see, it is showing as 45,000 rupees as the balance. So if you take 15,000 rupees, now against reference is only balance 15,000. That's we are paying now. And now State Bank of India, and this also post-dated check. So make it post-dated, then accept it. Then check number is 123452. That is the number. 2nd July is the instrument date. So issue date is the same, 1/4. And here you can write third installment, or you can write final installment. So these also accepted. See here. Now, if you go to day book, 1st April to 31st March, we take all the entries are shown. This one is shown purchases, and these are shown. And if you go to banking, go to paid history, paid summary, paid PDC summary. So all these three, for one for May, one for June, one for July, all the three, each month only one there. If you shoot to some others also, the list will be shown, and here the total amount will be shown, and the number of vouchers will be shown. If you go to details, all the details will be available. So here is okay. And also you go to display more reports, exceptional reports. Here also go to post-dated checks. All the three post-dated checks are shown. Okay. And if you go to balance sheet also, in the balance sheet also, so no effect in the balance sheet till the check, first check. See here, 45,000 is shown, and bank balance is 45 only. See here, it is issued. So here bank balance will be nil here. Bank balance will be nil. But still, it is showing the 45 only, because these three are post-dated, they have not taken effect. So like this, everything is clear. Now, what we have to do is, so here, every time it is showing only 1st April. It is showing only 1st April, because 1st April there is one entry, it is shown, that is the last entry. All others are post-dated. Okay. Now, what we have to do is, go to banking or go to display more reports. Go to banking or go to display more reports. X, it is the short key for exception reports. Go to exception reports, go to post-dated checks. Now here what we do is, after this, every time we have to check up. So when we have the post-dated checks, 2nd May, there is one check. So on 2nd May, it is to be cleared. So on 2nd May, this is not post-dated check. On 2nd May, it is current date on the 2nd May. All others are post-dated. So here, the post-dated is to be removed. You have to make this as current dated. Post-dated, current dated. So now again go to Control T. For post-dated both, Control T. Go to this one, make it current. So it is current. You made current, accept this. Make it current, accept this. See, only there are two. The first one is cleared. You see here also, if you go to banking also, it will be shown only two. Only two will be shown. Okay. If you go to balance sheet, see, it will show the effect of 1. See here, 145 means in this case, 45 was the balance. Now 15,000 cleared in the month of May 2nd. So only 30 is the balance. If you go to bank also, see here, the balance is 45. So first check is cleared. The balance is 30. So it is showing 30. The other two, still they are not current date. Still they are post-dated. So this 30,000 rupees only is shown. And then again go to banking or post-dated check, banking or exceptional reports. Go to the second one for the month of June. May is over. June 2nd, this is the pending check. That is post-dated. So see on 2nd June. See here, 2nd May, we cleared that. So we made the entry, regular entry. So here, see, the date of last entry is 2nd May. So before that, whatever entries, maybe all the entries will be shown, but the last entry is made in 2nd, because 2nd we made it clear that we cleared the check. It became a regular check. That's why it is showing. Now if you go to next June, after that, next one is June. So go to June month. On 2nd June, this is to be cleared. Again, make it current and accept this. So that's all. See here, only July is pending. Here also, only July will be pending. July will be pending. Optional, go to post-dated. Post-dated, yes. So if you here also, only one is showing. And in the balance sheet also, see here, if you go, only these two are okay. Out of 45, 20, 15 plus 15, 30 cleared, only 15 is the balance. And in the bank also, out of 45, 2 checks are cleared. The balance is by June, the balance is 15. It is showing as 15. This 15 will be cleared in the month of July. Okay, now again we'll go to banking or these exceptional reports and go to post-dated checks. There is only one is pending. So now you see, we made it for June. So this is showing as last entry, 2nd June. Okay, now go to banking, go to post-dated. Now there is one more, that is in July. So in the month of July, on that date, on 2nd July, we have to make this also current. Then it will be accepted. So there is no post-dated check here as well as in the DX. If you go in the DX also, post-dated checks also, there is no post-dated checks. And if you go to here, all the entries will be there. So that will not disappear. And go to balance sheet. See here, go to the Sunday creditors. So that one creditor, that is completely 45,000 cleared. So it is no balance. And if you go to bank, there is no balance. 45 was there. 3 months, 15, 15, 15, 40 cleared. So balance is cleared. If any check is received, that will be shown. Okay, like this, we will make the entries for this. Only the check date we have to enter. Only the check date we have to enter in the vouchers. And inside that, in the details, the check issue date will be shown. Okay, now this is the first one. So only we issued checks, post-dated checks. But in the second case, we issued some checks, we issued also. But what we do is, we'll go to 1st April to 31st March. All these will be deleted because otherwise we'll get confused. So this is cleared. This is completely cleared. Only the opening balance are there. Only the opening balance, profit and loss account nil. Okay. The second one is, see here, already some debtors and creditors. I call it as creditors supplier and debtors means customer 1, supplier 1. Okay. Here, and second, we issued a check for 60,000 rupees. But how much balance you have? See how much balance you have. If you go to balance sheet, if you see in the bank, we have only 45,000. Okay. In the bank, we have 45,000 only, but we issued a check for 60,000 rupees. But the same date, the 60,000 rupees is not enough to make the payment. That's why, see, same day, 2nd April, we received a check from customer for 50,000. Customer 1, we received 50,000 rupees. So we have 45,000. So if you receive 50,000, total will be 95. So 60,000 rupees, we can easily pay. That is why. So this check received first, we will enter this. And this is dated 1/6. That is, we received on 2/4, but the date is 1/6. So 1/6, this will be cleared. If it is cleared, then you can make the payment for this customer. That's why for this supplier, we are issuing a post-dated check. So first we are receiving a post-dated check. Then depending on the basis of that, we are issuing a post-dated check for the supplier also. So for this, we will go. So first of all, we will take the receipt because on the basis of that, we will make it. So 2/4 we are receiving, but the date check date is 1st June. So we are receiving means F6 and 1st June, we have to take the date. And from where we are receiving? We are receiving from customer 1. Take customer 1. So the balance is 55. We received 50,000 rupees. Okay. And on account, because there is no transaction. Because in the first example, we purchased the good by a computer. So the bill was there. Here, this is the opening balance. So there is no on account we are taking. And the State Bank of India, we received. So this is also a post-dated check. So make it post-dated. Make it post-dated and enter the details. Here check number is 1234556. That is the check number. And date is 1st June. That is the check number, check date. Only the check date received on for 1st June. And then here, bank name. See, when you are issuing, we issue for more bank. When you receive, we deposit in our bank allocation for State Bank, our bank. But the check is received on which bank? We received on that. So go to the, space bar. Then here, in the case of licensed version, all the details of the banks will be entered here, shown here. We can select. Here it is education version, it will not show. Specify the bank. We received HDFC Bank. HDFC Bank. HDFC Bank, check we received. HDFC Bank check you received. And when you received, the date of receipt, this is PDC received. Date of receipt is 2nd April. 2nd April we received. So something we can write. Okay. See here. If you go to there, 1st April only. 2nd April we received, but 1st April we are taking this. We not entered. We have not entered. 1st April only it is showing. 2nd April we received the check, but the voucher is not made on 2nd April. That is, it is showing only 1st April. So now you go to the day book. You can see the 50,000 received. Go to the banking, and here go to post dated State Bank of India. See here it was showed this side issued. Now we received for the 1st June. We received this one. So it is showing on the received, and previously it showed on received side, issued side. This side now it is showing as received 50,000. And if you go to display more reports, exceptional reports also, go to post dated check. So previously it was shown in this side. Now it is showing post dated, received on 1st June. For 1st June, we received 50,000 rupees. If you go to balance sheet also, it will not show any effect because sundry debtors, we received check from the customer A. See, customer A, customer 1, the balance is showing as it is. It's not reduced. Okay, if you go to that, it will show 55, received 50,000 rupees for June. So till the 2nd June, that is the 1st June, it will show all the for April, May, it will show only the 50,000 rupees. It will not take effect. After it takes effect, that is becomes current dated, then only the balance will be reduced. Okay, now here. And also, if you go to DAL, what is the person? Customer. So customer 1. So here also, it is showing the opening balance. It is showing as it is. No entry is made here. No entry is shown here. Okay. So okay. Then this is we received the same date. Now we issued. So we issued now. That means we have go to vouchers, payment. So we made payment, F5 payment, and we issued check is for 2nd June. So go to 2nd June, and to whom we issued? Issued to supplier 1. To supplier 1 we issued. Go to supplier 1. The balance is 70,000. We are issuing 60,000 rupees to supplier. So 60,000 rupees we issued and on account, and we should check off State Bank of India. State Bank of India check. Okay. Now we have less balance, but it is that's why it's showing credit balance because we have not made it as a current post dated. So here in the case of this one also we have to make it is post dated, received on 2nd April, paid issued on 2nd April, but date is June 2nd. That is why it is to be made as post dated. Now come here, check number. What is the check number? Is not given. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3. We'll take for example. So 2nd June is the date. See, 2nd June is the date, and we issued it on 2nd April. And we note something we can write just like remarks. Okay. You see here, if you go to this end, 1st April only, because the check received, check issued, everything is post dated. So that actual recorded transaction is only first it is taking in the beginning. Now, if you go to banking, go to this one, State Bank of India. So here, we received a check first. It is shown this side received. This one we issued. So for the June only, so it is showing on the issue day. Received, issued. If you enter this, you will see both. Received, first one, issued, second one. For this one, all the checks of June, post-dated checks in the month of June, all they will show up the list here. Okay, and same thing here. Here it will show a list only. Here, if you go to this one, exceptional reports, post-dated. So you see, first one is receipt, post-dated, 50,000. Second one is payment, post-dated. Okay, like this it will not show anything in the balance sheet. It will not show any effect. So I told you already. It will not show any effect in the balance sheet. Opening balance 2 lakhs, 2 lakhs. That's all. In the party account also it will not show. Now what we have to do is, on this date, on the first of this one, this is to be, it is collected. So what we do is, go to banking or go to exceptional reports. So go to post-dated checks. The first one is 1st June. On 1st June, we will make it, see here, enter this one. On 1st June, we will make it current. That means it is cleared. So see, only one is pending. Now if you go and see the balance sheet, see the balance sheet, here, debtor, so here, customer 1, we 55 balance. We issued 50,000. So balance is only 5,000. And in the bank, see here, 45, received, not issued. We received 50,000, total is 95,000. We received on 1st June, we received 45,000, that is 50, total is 90,000. Here, this is we customer is not showing at all. Now customer check, you give the check, but it is showing only 1st June. Yeah, 1st June only. Okay, right. Okay, now we go to the second one. Now we will go to the second one, post dated. Now here, go to this one. So received is cleared. So when is the check date? It is on 2nd. On 2nd, we will go and we will make the current. We will make it current and accept it. Okay, and accept this one. Now see, all the checks are cleared. Now it is not shown anywhere. And then go to balance sheet. If you go to balance sheet, see here, take that. So here, Sunday creditor, that is for the supplier one, there was balance 70,000. So we issued supply 60,000. So it is cleared. We issued 60,000 to supplier. So balance is 10,000. And Sunday creditor, we received 50. 55,000 was the balance. We received 50. So 5,000 is the balance now for him on first after all. Okay. And then now everything is okay. Now, what is the balance in the bank? What is the balance in the bank? 35,000 rupees is the balance. Okay. 35,000, you see, 45, received 50, 95, paid 60. So balance is 35. Okay. Now in this case, here one more thing. On 2nd June, we paid by check to supplier 2 25,000 rupees. So that is on 2nd. The check date is 1st. That is the previous date we wrote the check. 2nd we issued. Okay. So either we can enter in the books on 2nd itself, or the check date also we can enter. So here, 2nd June, I am taking payment. Supplier 2. So go to supplier 2. So the balance is 30,000. We are issuing 25,000. This is not post dated. So 2nd we are giving the check. Date is 1st June. That's why it's not post dated. That's why here you take. So here we should not make it as, and here you see check number 123. Date is 2nd June itself. So here it is not post dated. That is why we should not make it as post dated. If you do like this, see, go to this one. See here, in the bank, the balance is, say here, say 60 plus 25. That is paid in the bank. That is 10,000 is the balance. And in the case of Sunday creditors, see here, supplier 2, we issued 30,000 is the balance. We issued check for 25,000 with the same date. That is current date. That is why exactly it is showing the exact balance only. Like this, we will do this one. Understand? Now again, I will delete this also. I will delete these transactions also. Again, we will go to the next example. Next type of vouchers, delete. So delete. Okay, I deleted all the transactions. Now the second one is, second type is optional voucher. So optional voucher means we will make the voucher. Voucher will be accepted, but you should not show any effect on the books. That is why we make it as pending. So for making it as pending, we make it as optional voucher. So for this, we will take up. So on this date is not given. We will take up voucher. We will take up 1st May. We take, for example, 1st May we will take up. We purchased we sold the goods. We sold the goods to Nitin Dresses. That is why we have to go to sale. That is F8 sales. We have to go. But what we are selling now, selling goods. So this is not goods system. Particulars means it is accounting voucher. We are selling goods means go to change mode or control H and make it to item invoice. So we have to get item invoice. In the case of item invoice, to whom we are selling Nitin Dresses. So Nitin Dresses, accept. And when you are selling and purchasing goods, sales ledger, purchase ledger. This is sales. Take sales. What you are selling? shut 30 pieces 450. So space bar, if you click, you know, shut, see here, 30 pieces 450 each. This is 35,000, 13,500. Next jeans 45 pieces 90,000. So 45 pieces 950 per piece. 950 per piece. This is the total amount. If there is tax after this, we have to enter CGST, HGST. But here I have not enabled the tax. I have not enabled the tax, so we will not take. If there is tax, we will take tax also. End of list. So this is accepted. Okay. Now it is going to be accepted now. But here, before accepting, this should not take. Suppose if we enter this, it will take effect immediately. If it take effect immediately, date we are giving 2nd May. So it will take effect immediately. So 1st May is the last entry date because we enter now. That is a regular transaction. If you go to profit and loss account, it is showing sales 56,250. It is saying shell. And also balance sheet, it will check when you sold it. So we get net profit. Okay. That is why in the balance sheet, it is showing net profit, and we sold on credit. So it is showing, see, in the sundry debtors, so these two are old customers. Here, within dresses 56,000. It is taking effect immediately. But what we do is, this is to be kept pending. So to keep it, so we prepared the bill, everything we done. But they said, sir, I will go. Money is not less. So I will go. And I will go and come afterwards and I will collect it. But we cannot keep it. We cannot cancel this. Again, cancelling means, suppose after this, if you make another entry, so if you cancel the sales entry, the numbers will be different and it will be a problem. That is why we will not cancel this. Without cancelling this, we will keep it pending. So for keep it pending is called optional. So in the button bar, this is post-dated control T, either post-dated or current dated. This is optional, again regular, control L. So control L is showing status optional. Now we accept the bill. So now you see, if you go see this one, see here in the debtors, so that customer is not shown. That is Nitin dresses is not shown. Similarly, in the profit and loss account, sales are not shown. So, and in the exceptional reports, not banking, it is not portage. This one, if you go to this one, exceptional reports, and you see, the previous one is post dated. Now, optional vouchers. Go to optional vouchers. So take the date 1st April to 31st March. So we have done on May. So on 1st May, so this is sales. It is exceptional, optional voucher. It is showing as 56,250. If you see in the day book also, it will show, see, on 1st May, it is showing as optional number, voucher number. Optional sales, optional 56,250. So it is there. And then, okay, now, if this, or if you go to day book also, if the person the next day or the same day afterwards, after some time, the person came and he took the goods, in such a case, so it is to be made regular. You see, now we made optional pending. Now we are clearing and make it as regular. See here again, same control L, regular. Click that, the optional tag has gone. So now this is accepted. Now if you go and see in the balance sheet and the profit and loss account, sales account, it is showing, net profit is showing, to balance sheet, net profit it is showing, and if you see the current account, sundry debtors, it is showing the balance of the Nitin dresses. So this is how we make this one. So here also, in the same way, we can make any voucher as optional. Again, afterwards, we can make it again regular. Till the date, it will be optional, means it will be in pending. So it will show in the day book, but it will not affect the books. For example, voucher, we are making the payment of rent on the same date. So we are making rent. Rent we are paying 5,000 rupees. 5,000 rupees, we paid cash. So okay. And now we are making it optional. We have paid cash, but we are making it optional, or we paid by State Bank of India. By State Bank of India, suppose there is no, their balance is there. Suppose there is no balance. So what we do is make it optional. you make it optional, so we are receiving the check instrument number, something. So, okay, received it. So it make it optional. So now you see, so go to borrow and loss account. See, rent is not shown, indirect expenses rent. It is not shown, sales is shown, rent is not shown. And also in the balance sheet, there is no profit. Profit, only the old profit it is showing. Okay, like this. And this will happen. Similarly, any voucher can be made optional, that is keep pending. This will happen sometimes. How it will happen is, and you see, after that, for example, if there is one senior accountant, he will enter the work to junior accountants. So when he is not coming, he's taking leave for 2 days. So he will tell the juniors, make all the entries, but all the vouchers you make optional, because you should not show any effect in the books. Make it optional. After I come back, I will check up, and I will, if there is any error, I will rectify, and then only I will make them real. Make them regular. So for example, so like that. In that case, for example, in this case, the person has come back. So then if you go to exceptional reports and go to optional, so you will see this one. This is the only thing. Like this, all the entries you can see. So you will, what you will do, so you will check up the entry. So entry is made correctly or not. There may be some mistake. So if it is correct, then make it is regular. Okay, this is accepted. Okay, and then next one, again check up. We will check up that, he will check up, and again he will make it accept. In such a case, then only all the accounts, all the vouchers will take effect. So the rent is paid. So in another expense, it will show some sales are there, that will show some purchases are there. Everything will be pending, and everything will be now made regular. Okay, this is how we have to make the optional vouchers. Okay, this is optional vouchers. Okay, so post-dated checks, optional vouchers. Post-dated generally only for checks, but optional vouchers, we can make any transaction or any voucher, it will be accepted to show in the daybook, but it will not be showing any effect on the ledgers as well as balance sheet, profit and loss account. Okay, so this is how you have to make. So please, one request to you, everyone, please, without forgetting, without any problem, please, subscribe my channel and click bell icon, select all option. You will get notification for all the videos in my channel. And also, please share with all the people, other people. You share the channel and view the videos till the end. I told you all the videos in the same numerical order, which serial order, in the same order you watch as well as you practice them well. Then you will get a very good knowledge and become a good accountant. And I wish you all the best, and bye. We'll meet in the next video.